Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. Can be a very difficult and lonely place to be tonight, New Year's Eve, for those of you who are newly sober. You might be white knuckling it, feeling very lonely, left out. It's very, very easy to reach and hit what I call the fuck it button and throw away all the hard work that you may have put in, however long it may be. But life is like that anyway, regardless of New Year's Eve, life can throw you a curveball at any point. I really hope this video will help you to get through those bumps in life as they inevitably will appear in front of you. Whoever you are, whatever your circumstances, there will always be grief, massive loss in your life when you least expect it, illness, traumas, all of these things. Life can be swimming along very calmly. You can get so complacent about it and then something massive will hit you hard. And these are the times when you really have to learn to dig deep. I've met through the channel and chatted through the channel to two people that have truly inspired me this week and really strengthened my sobriety. And I want to share a couple of things that they taught me with you in this video. Just before I do that, if any of you out there would like to show a little support and help for the channel, please click on the Ko-fi link in the description. Have a quick read how you can do that. I would be massively grateful. Thank you so much. So through the channel, I met one particular person. I've known this person for quite a while. We've sort of chatted on and off. And it's truly inspired me this week. I've had a difficult year myself this year. There's been a couple of curveballs, if you want to call them that, thrown at me. And I've had to fight my way through them. One of them was someone I love very, very dearly, a massive cancer scare. And we've all had to battle through that as a family. And also via my residency here, which is culminating on the 23rd of this month. And something else what I might have to cope with, which might change my life totally, might mean I have to go back to England. It's a massive upheaval for me. And getting through those this year was quite difficult. But this gentleman shared with me something that has moved me very deeply and has helped me intensely, and I hope it helps you as well. He has about 20 years sobriety, this man. He's an inspiration and a mentor for me, has been for a fair amount of time now. And he has been diagnosed recently, totally out of the blue, a massive shock. Someone who's strong in his sobriety, very, very healthy, doing all the right things, if you like, with stage 4 cancer. Prognosis isn't particularly hopeful. Now, I don't know how I would cope with that. I'm being totally honest with you now. So we've chatted sort of on and off over this past week or so, and I asked him, how are you coping with this? What's stopping you picking up a drink or a drug? Why aren't you doing that? Why haven't you hit that button and reached for some relief? And he said a couple of things which were quite profound. He said, well, I'm going to approach this cancer exactly the same way as I approached my sobriety, with 100% effort and commitment. I'm going to strengthen all of the foundations. Everything I do in my sobriety, I'm going to revisit the basic stuff from my daily routine, which is in something I followed along from him, non-negotiable, in tablets of stone. I'm going to do everything I can to be well. He says, because what is the alternative? How is me picking up a drink or a drug going to help in any way at all? A few seconds of relief where you could forget. It's not going to help his health. It's not going to help his cancer fight. It's not going to change the situation. It's not going to help all the people who are rallying around to support him and get him through this, because I know he has the fire in his belly to get through it. There's no doubt about that, particularly if he approaches it the same way as he's approached his sobriety. And it taught me a very valuable lesson, because inevitably when these massive things hit us, we can start feeling sorry for ourselves and fill ourselves with self-pity and regret and anger and frustration and why me, and then we can reach and throw away all of that hard work and destroy everyone around us and everything around us that we've built up. But it won't help us one jot in the situation we're in. To fight the situation we're in, we need all our faculties. We need all that strength and determination that we fought for in our sobriety. Sobriety is a minute by minute, second by second job sometimes. You have to dig in deep, as I say in the title of this video, with any form of addiction and sobriety. Day in, day out, it's not something you can just stop doing, the work that you put into it. And it's the same, he's going to approach his illness in the same way. And I have every faith and confidence that he will get through it because of that approach and because of that fierce determination and that commitment and that consistency that he shows in his sobriety. The other person's story I want to share with you is a lady who, out of the blue, again, someone with a decent amount of sobriety behind them, that I've known a fair while, lost her mother, totally unexpectedly lost her mother, totally out of the blue, from nowhere. At exactly the same time as this happened, her sister, who lives abroad from her, who she's very, very close to, was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. On top of all this, she has 2 teenage children, running a family home, all the struggles of life that entails, and all this shit hit her at once, if you like. She had much the same approach as the first man I talked about. But she said something else as well, how can I be, if I reach for a drink or a drug, which I'd dearly love to do, to give me some blessed relief. Let's be honest about it. You'd dearly love to do it. Wouldn't we all? But if I do that, I run it forward in my head and I know exactly what will happen if I take that first drink or drug. I'm gone for however long it is. I'll destroy everything and everyone around me. Now, the point is, how can I be of service to my sister? How can I go around burying my mother and supporting all the rest of my family who are suffering that loss as well? How can I look after and support my 2 teenage children? How can I run my family home if I'm drinking and using drugs? Impossible. It ain't going to happen. And these are the important lessons that we learn, because life, as I say, it's no straight line. It will always throw shit at us constantly. And living life on life's terms is probably the most difficult part of sobriety, obviously, because we're having to deal with up and down emotions, day in, day out, the mundaneness of life sometimes. But we have to put the same work in, whatever the situation, every single day. And on times when we get hit with all this shit, like these 2 people have in particular, we have to work extra hard on our foundations of our sobriety. If you're in meetings, you have to attend more meetings. We have to do more work on our program. We have to talk to more people. We have to unload, pick up the phone and speak to people that can help us. Seek professional help. We have to do whatever it takes to stay sober, because our sobriety is precious. So if you're struggling this New Year's Eve or with life in general, please don't pick up a drink or drug. Don't take that easy choice. Work harder, be more consistent, show some discipline, lay the foundations, build strong foundations at the base and work better. You'll get stronger each day you do that. There's no doubt about it in my mind. And may I take this opportunity to wish you a happy, healthy and strong 2024. Send you much love for supporting the channel. Please click on the Ko-fi link if you'd like to support the channel. Carpe diem, my friends. Seize the day, seize the year. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.